What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Post-Gazette Pirates YouTube channel. I'm Noah Hiles. He's Colin Beazley. We're coming to you from PNC Park, where the Pirates just concluded a 3-game series against the San Francisco Giants. They lose 2 of those 3 games, and Colin, in all 3 of them, along with the weekend, the Pirates failed to get a great effort from their starting rotation. That leads to a taxed bullpen, which leads to some late game leads being surrendered. That's, I think, the story here. I think we could just talk about the pitching. We could talk about the bullpen, the starters. I'll open the floor to you. Where do you want to start off?
Yeah, I think starting with the starting pitching is probably the best way to do it, because the Pirates haven't had a starter go longer than 5 innings since the trade deadline. And there's a lot to talk about the bullpen, the struggles, the 9th inning, various things that happened in the last couple of series. But I'd say the biggest takeaway is that some of this is because of the starting pitching. Some of this is because they haven't gotten to get much out of their starting pitchers. It seems like a lot of these guys are taxed, even though none of them have had to go up too many times, but they definitely have been used a lot in the last couple games.
Yeah, and it's been interesting cases too. Like, you look at Keller and Skeens, 2 guys who I don't think there's any huge issue with.
No.
It's just they were both cruising this weekend in Colorado, and then they get blown up in the 6th, so they need to be taken out. And then you parlay that with Heaney, who looks to only be allowed to go through the order 2 times through. We couldn't get them to admit that today, but that seems to be the plan with him moving forward. And then Oviedo getting pulled after 1 inning. Burrows kind of looking like a rookie in his last outing. It's tough. It's tough to ask all of these guys to log multiple innings. And this is what we saw last year in August too. The Pirates pitching staff, which had been great in June and July, started to run out of gas, and it's really happening for the bullpen right now, Colin, after saying goodbye to the senior leader of that unit.
Yeah, I think we can get into that in a second. But with the bullpen, I will say I give Don Kelly a little bit of some credit, because it's not like I feel like they've done a good job in using that they're the guys who can throw multiple innings.
Yeah.
They've used Johan Ramirez has done relatively well. Braxton Ashcraft has done well. Carmen pitched well today, and it's led to like this. It could be a lot worse in terms of how taxed these guys are. They've done well with their length. What's the word I'm looking for? Relievers who can get multiple ups.
Length?
I don't know. They're lengths guys. Their lengths guys have had some success. So I give Don Kelly some credit there, but it's definitely, there's a lot to talk about with the back end and the life after Bednar now.
Yeah, so, I mean, let's talk about it. Right now, it looks like Dennis Santana is going to be their 9th inning guy, or their high leverage guy. They called upon him to get 5 outs today. He got 4, and then, surrendered the lead, so that's not great. Mattson allowed a run. I mean, overall, I think Mattson's been really solid. Dennis has not had a great week, but has still had a really good season. I don't know. I feel like the Pirates should be comfortable with what those guys have given them and not judge them too hard on this week. But I mean, what do you think? Do you disagree?
No, I completely agree with you. I think that the real Dennis Santana is the guy that we've seen throughout earlier this season. I trust the longer sample size. It is different to be the closer. It's different to be the 9th inning guy. I think Dennis Santana probably has the mentality for it. The last couple games haven't been great. I also think a lot of this is just weirdness coming off of Colorado. Yeah. Weird things happen at Coors Field. You can say that. I saw it with
these 2 eyes.
You witnessed a 17-16 loss. That's just it's not normal baseball there, and there's some time off of that. As with Isaac Mattson today, it was an uncharacteristic outing, but at the same time, none of the 2 hits he gave up, neither was hit particularly hard. The walk, it wasn't like he was spraying it all over the place. He was trying to get a little bit cute with Rafael Devers, and it didn't work out. I'm not too concerned about that going forward, but at the same time, the Pirates could have used a David Bednar in this series.
Well, you know what I think they could use more, Colin, is they just need guys to cover innings. Like you said, they're asking Mattson to get multiple ups at times. They're asking Dennis Santana, Carmen Mlodzinski. I think they could use more Carmen Mlodzinski types, long relievers. And when I look at this roster right now, in my opinion, something that I think could help the bullpen as a whole is just calling up guys who can comfortably, who are stretched out to go multiple innings. I look at someone like Hunter Barco. in AAA right now. Thomas Harrington in AAA right now. And dare I even say it, Bubba Chandler in AAA right now. Who's to say all of these guys need to be starters right now? I think if you're the Pirates, you look at how many innings you have available for your pitching staff. And I think you need to look at what is the best way you can maximize these innings to make your team better in 2026. What's more valuable right now? Barco and Chandler starting games in AAA, or having them available to each give 3 innings of relief in a bullpen game once or twice a week? I don't know. I think that not only makes your rotation better for 2026, I think it also takes a little bit of some workload off the shoulders of Mattson, Santana, and these other back-end bullpen arms who won't have to cover as many innings, who won't be expected to go 2-ups once a series.
Yeah, and I think we kind of saw that with the Thomas Harrington experiment in Denver.
That probably wasn't the most advantageous spot to start that experiment.
I'd say
but
so.
yes.
Yeah, that one didn't go well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that again. However, I'd push back on that a little bit. I don't necessarily want to see Hunter Barco or Bubba Chandler as a reliever this year. I think I'd rather see them what they can do as a starter. I know that's not exactly a hot take.
No,
I'd rather see a situation where, like, for example, a Bubba Chandler starts this game, and then you go to Andrew Heaney and you get 2 or 3 innings. If Andrew Heaney is going to be on this team, I'd like to see him as more of a reliever, where he can still get his innings. He can still prove himself as a major league pitcher. He'll need a contract in the offseason from someone. He's pitching for his big league career a little bit, but I think that he can still be served in a bullpen role, and I think that he can serve the Pirates better in that role. That also lets him add value as a veteran too, because he is a good veteran leader. He doesn't necessarily need to be a starting pitcher to continue to be a strong clubhouse presence.
Yeah, I can see that. I think my greater point is you have 13 pitching spots on your roster right now, 14 next month. Barco and Chandler and Harrington, I think, should be 3 of those. I mean, are they more valuable to the future than Ramirez? I think so. Are they more valuable? And this isn't a shot at this guy, but like Ryan Borucki, a veteran who's on an expiring contract? I think so. I don't think you need to think of it as starters and relievers at this point. You just need innings covered. Skeens will give you 5 or 6 every time he pitches. Keller's going to give you what he typically always gives. You have Burrows stretched out to get you normal length. And then I think the rest of those games are decided by the other 13 guys. Who's available, who's got length. You should have half of that, half of your options with Mlodzinski and Ashcraft and Oviedo and Chandler, Harrington, and Barco. If you have all of them, between those 6, you should be able to get starter production from some of them, right? I just think you got to start looking at this as not as traditional situations. You should be getting people innings. And that's also, like I said, going to make life easier for the bullpen guys who are going to be back next year. There's no reason why Dennis Santana should be asked to get you 5 outs in a random August game when you're still going to be in last place, win or lose.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree with any of what you said right there. He's Noah Hiles. I'm Colin Beazley.
Oh, and
I'm doing it.
All right, go for it. I'm just going to go off the screen.
You can check out all of our work at Post-Gazette.com. We will keep you covered all season. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.